at home. Welcome to your darling program. Welcome to APNCB Newspaper Review. Here with me, I have the Punch paper and I have the Vanguard newspaper. Firstly, we are going to feature into the Punch paper for today. NSCD deploys 10,000 personnel for Anambra governor polls. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has deployed over 10,000 operatives to ensure adequate security during the forthcoming Anambra State governorship elections scheduled for November 8th. The Commander General of the Corps, Professor Ahmed Adu, ordered the deployment, which include tactical forces from the Corps national headquarters in Abuja. The move, according to the NSCDC spokesperson, Afolabi Babawale, is part of an effort to support the Nigeria Police Force, which is the lead agency for election security. Babawale told Punch Online on Thursday that the deployment was aimed at maintaining peace and guarantee a credible elections process. The Commander General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Professor Ahmed Adu, has deployed over 10,000 operatives, including tactical force from the Corps national headquarters, to ensure security at the governorship elections in Anambra State. He said, he added that the Commander General had addressed state commanders and heads of tactical squad and warning politicians and other supporters against any actions or statements capable of incisive violence before or during or after the elections. NSCDC deploys 10,000 personnel for Anambra governor polls. The full set of these stories inside the Punch paper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch paper for today. Representatives seek urgent upgrade of Ahmadu Bello University and University of Ibadan and University of Nigeria, OSUN. The House of Representatives has called on the federal government, led by President Bola Tinubu, to take urgent steps toward restoring the lost glory of Nigeria's first-generation universities, including Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, University of Ibadan, and the University of Nigeria, OSUN, among others. The resolution followed the adoption of a motion sponsored by Aderemi Oseni during Wednesday plenary sections. The notions said need to upgrade first-generation universities and investigate the quality and standard of test fund projects across federal universities in Nigeria. Received overwhelming support from lawmakers, Oseni noted that the first-generation universities established in the early 1960s, once represented by the pinnacle of academic excellence and boasting world-class facilities, highly qualified lecturers, and an environment that attracted global recognitions. However, decades of neglect, inadequate funding, and infrastructural decay have eroded the once feasible status. Representatives seek urgent upgrade of Ahmadu Bello Universities, University of Ibadan, and University of Nigeria, OSUN. The full set of these stories inside the Punch paper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch paper for today. Ex-Deputy Governor challenged Okpebelo ultimatum to return government property. Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Marvelous Omolayo, has spotted the one-week ultimatum issued by the state government directing him to return government property in his possession, insisting that his tenuous legality is still pending before the Court of Appeal. Omobayo, in a letter dated October 28, 2025, and addressed to the Odo State Commissions of Police, Director General, and the National Security Advisor, urged all concerned to allow the court to determine the matters before taking any actions. He maintained that he remains entitled to all benefits and privileges due to a former deputy governor until the appeal court rules otherwise. The issues of the legitimacy of or otherwise of my tenure of deputy governor of Edo State from April to November 2024 is currently the source of appeal before the Court of Appeal. He explained that the appeal challenges the Federal High Court judgment delivered on July 17, 2024 by Justice James Omotosho, which voided his appointment and ordered the restatement of Philip Shalbo as Deputy Governor. Ex-Deputy Governor challenges Okpebelo ultimatum to return government property. The full days of these stories inside the Punch paper for today. And before we come back to the second edition of this program, which is the Vanguard newspaper for today, we would like to listen to what we have for in our studio. We'll be right back for the second edition of this program.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 Eastern Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich.
I hope you listen to what we are for you in our studio. Now to the second edition of this program. And before we go to the second edition of this program, the Vanguard Super, if you like to watch the live and direct on our website page, you can click and follow us on our social media page. On our Facebook, and like, share, comments, and make sure to subscribe and click on ABNTV Houston. Likewise, on our YouTube, you can like, share, comments, and make sure to subscribe and click on ABNTV Nigeria as well. And on our Twitter, you can also like, share, comments, and subscribe and click on ABNTV Houston. And lastly, on our Instagram, follow us on ABNTV Nigeria as well. And now to the second edition of this program, the Vanguard is about for today. Sheikh Ilola deepens roots in Osun communities with empowerment education projects. In a country where host communities around mining sites often lament neglect and environmental degradations, Sheikh Ilola Resources Operating Limited, operators of Nigeria's first commercial gold mine in Osun State, is charting a different course that puts community empowerment and human capital development at the center of its operations. Just last week, the company deepened its social investment drive through the 2025 editions of the Sheikh Ilola Women Initiative Program and its scholarship scheme, both designed to build resilience and improve livelihood in its host communities of Ikperindo, Odo Ijesha. The twin ceremonies held on September 1st, 2025 at the Ikperindo Community New Towns Hall drew over 600 participants, including community leaders, government officials, and beneficiaries. More than 90 community members benefited this year's 60 students through the empowerment program. Sheikh Ilola deepens roots in Osun communities with empowerment and education projects. The full set of these stories inside the Vanguard for today. Another story here with me in the Vanguard for today. Representative passed money laundering amendments bill for second reading. The House of Representatives on Wednesday passed for second reading a bill to amend the money laundering aim at strengthening Nigeria's corruption framework and improving asset recovery mechanisms. London debates on the general principles of the bill. And Gandhi described money laundering and illicit financial flows as one of the most defrauding governance challenges of our time. I'm noting that despite the 2022 bids, large sums of illicit funds still flow through the financial fund. He explained that the proposed amendments introduces a civil recovery of mechanism to enable the government to reclaim assets linked to unexplained worth without requiring a criminal conviction, while the current focuses on criminal prosecutions and forfeits, it places a heavy evidential burden on law enforcement in Nigeria. Representative passed money laundering amendments bill for second reading. The full set of these stories inside the Vanguard Super for today. Another story here with me in the Vanguard Super for today, which is the last story here with me. We will not allow seized local government funds steal projects completions in Osun, says Governor Adeleke. Osun State Governor Adeleke has disclosed that his administrations will not allow opposition plots to steal the completion of projects by withholding state funds to masterize the government. And the governor spoke during the sports assessment of the Lagri flyover and other infrastructure projects ongoing in Ilefe on Wednesday. According to him, the administration's upgrading of infrastructure at Ilefe and other major towns of the state were based on the fact that improved infrastructural government fast tracks economic development. Addressing the ecstatic crowd who welcomed him at the project site, Adeleke said the global capital of the youth cerebral raised diverse debates in terms of infrastructure, berating previous administrations of neglecting the ancient city. The governor will accuse the opposition of deliberately withholding OSUN allocations to stop the completion of critical projects by its administrations and vow to push ahead with all prospects. We will not allow 6 local government fund stale project completion in Osun, says Governor Adeleke. The full details of these stories inside the Vanguard report today. And if you like to watch us live and direct on our social media page, you can like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. On our Facebook, and click and follow us on ABNCB Houston. And likewise on our YouTube, you can follow us, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And click on ABNCB Nigeria as well. And on our Twitter, you can also follow us, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And click on ABNCB Houston. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click on ABNCB Nigeria as well. And for those that are also using TikTok, you can also follow us on our Facebook and click on ABNCB Nigeria as well. And my name is Kenny Afolabi. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a blessed and prosperous day ahead. Bye for now.